Well, hello. Okay, let's see. This is like big time. For Jessica Litman, Organized Mama, I have my camera. It finally works for YouTube. I'm so excited. Okay, fabulous. Well, hello. We are in my office, and today we are going to be decluttering the entire space. I'm so excited to kind of like walk you through my thought process and kind of like what I do in order to organize an office space. So here we are, my office. We have a big giant desk, and I made this desk with the Container Store. I have 3 tops and 4 cabinets, like filing cabinets underneath to hold the tops of the desk. So we have like a very long desk. The 2 on the end are for my kids / like my stuff. So if I'm working on a project, I have room on either side to kind of like spread out. But when the kids are home and if they have stuff that they're working on, they can also sit next to me while I'm helping them as well. So I love the big giant desk, but with the big giant desk comes lots of clutter. So we're going to focus today on decluttering the space. So I'm just going to start like this is what my desk looks like right now. And to you watching this, you might be like, oh my gosh, that's like my goal, like what I want or like my office to look like. This is nothing. That is great. If that is your goal for when you say you want to get organized, then strive for that. For me, this is not working. So I need to clean up, tidy up, and just kind of like reorganize some stuff in my office space. At the end of the day, I like my desks all cleared. I'll keep out my, planner for the day, but everything else I don't want out on my desk, and things have just been piling up. So it is time to do a declutter. The reason why I don't like all the things on the desk is just a personal preference. It has nothing to do with, a different way of organizing or whatever. It's a personal preference. So for you, I want you to focus on what organized looks like for you, and then strive for that in your office. So we're going to start like go through corners and just kind of like move our way down the desk area. So over on this far corner, I have a lot of our organizing products that I used when I reorganized our mudroom, which is behind you. So I'm going to take these. I have a different spot in our house where I keep some of our extra organizing materials. Sometimes, I will get things from companies to kind of like test out. Sometimes, I'll purchase things, whatever. We have a little bit of overflow of some organizing items that I do use or have used in certain areas that have either been replaced by something else, or we're just kind of seeing how it works. I'm testing out products for companies and stuff. So sometimes the stuff that I have or have gotten might not work in the spot while I'm testing out a product before I recommend it to you. So with that, I do have a little bit of overflow of organizing products. I don't recommend doing this too much because I don't want you to kind of like pile up and hoard organizing products like these. But if you find like, oh, this worked really well for this drawer cabinet, and so I like the use of it, I'm going to buy another one for when I do this one, next drawer or whatever, then put it in the space where you're going to use it so that you'll actually like have time to do it. So I'm going to set these over by our basement door because that is where these items are stored. So they're going to go by our basement door, and I have a plan for those. I have one more item. Actually, this goes up in the kids' bathroom. I had to use it for a different project, which is why things get out of control in my office, because I have things that don't always belong in the office, but they just make their way down. So this is going to go by the stairs to go upstairs into the kids' bathroom. Okay. Now that the products are cleared out, we still have some other things in this corner. So we have a game that was a gift that I have to exchange because the game just does not work. So I'm going to put that Apologies. There's probably a squirrel in the back of the dog is being nuts. So I'm going to put that in my cubby so I know that I can go exchange that game. I have the gift receipt taped to the back. Anytime we get a birthday present and there's a gift receipt, I tape it to the back of the game until we know that, you know, if like something is wrong or whatever, just to make sure that, you know, the game works or that the kiddos like it or any of that kind of stuff. That way I don't have to worry about all of the gift receipts that go along with those items. I can just keep them on the back of the box. We can figure out if we need it, and then we can either exchange or return after the fact. So no worrying about receipts. Now, the corner is cleared. Woohoo! I do have some homework that is my son's. So in order to kind of keep that under control, I should probably come up with a plan for his paper, right? Talk so much about having plans for papers that I highly recommend doing that for yourself and for your kids. So we need a spot or location for their papers. So I might use a magazine holder or something else for his papers so that they aren't just like piling up right here on the desk. Now, I also have one of my notebooks. Honestly, just put it away. I have a magazine that I wanted to read, so I'm going to put that by the stairs to go upstairs in our living room so I can read that magazine. Better Homes and Gardens holiday one is Holiday Crafts. These are so fun. Okay, so that's going to go upstairs. See, I'm just kind of like walking through the desk area, moving from one side to the other and figuring out what actually needs to stay in my office area. Okay, next thing, my planner. My planner is going to stay along with some of my notes. I do have another planner. These are things I need to take action on. This one should probably get hung up. It is another planner that I plan out all my TikTok stuff on. This is something I'm actually going to put in my purse because it is a gift certificate thing for my birthday month from a company. Or services that I get. So that should go in my purse so I don't forget it next time I go so I can get my 10% off. There we go. Now, computer goes right here. So I'm making sure nothing goes here. These can go in they should go in a drawer. They are it's like my smudging stick. So I should put them in here we go. I have room in this drawer right there. Fabulous. Okay, these are some actionable items that I need to take on my blog. So I'm going to show you. All right, come on over a little cart. So let me move this down so you can actually see it. Here we go. Okay. So this is my rolling cart. I love this thing because here we go. I love this because it is big. It can hold 6 magazine holders, and I give each magazine holder a purpose. So this is something that I can put in one of these. I can also add labels to it. So let me show you how you can do that. Here we go. So these are bin clips from the Container Store, and you can just hang them right on the magazine holder. I love this because then you can figure out what should go inside each, here we go, what should go inside each magazine holder. And that way you can keep it all organized. The other option, so the reason why I don't use these, because when you put it in the cart, you can't see it. But they do have some that you can add right up here to the top. So that might also be a good option for you if you don't want to like see all the paper clutter, you want to turn it around, or you can also just add it to the top. And so then you have all your labels here. All of these labels that I have are available in my shop. And right now it is 20% off until Monday. So the link is down below so you can grab those if you want. So all of these are for paper things on my desk. And I like it on a rolly cart because then my desk stays clean and tidy. I don't have to worry about papers piling up or not knowing where they go because it's on the cart. So I can put the cart like right here as I'm working and then push it over to the side when I'm not working. So it makes it easy for me to, kind of like access my papers, which is what I love. So since that's already over here, we can start going through some more items over on the corner of my desk. So I have some reading material that I want to read. And maybe, here, I'm going to lift the camera up again. Here we go. Okay. So maybe what I could do is instead of adding my, the holiday crafts, I could add it here to things that I want to read. So let's grab this and we can put it in, and this will be my to read bin. Now, since I don't have labels already set, I'm going to take Post-it notes with markers. Where's my marker? Here we go. Okay, and then I'm going to write on my Post-it note so I know what to label as I go. So if you are setting up something for your papers, make sure that you write down what goes in there before you actually make your fancy label. So this is to read. All right, so I wrote it down and then I'm putting it on the box. So I'm going to take this off because these aren't extras. So I'm putting this back in the drawer with the labels. Okay, so this one is to read. These are math games. So I'm going to write math games. So that goes here. It's not just math games, it's also school stuff, so I might change that. These are all things for my silhouette. So that's like the paper cutter. So they're all like the labels, the stickers, all of those things. So that's going to go there. This one is empty. Oh no, this one is not empty. Look at that, paper's hiding in there. So this is to do. I think everybody needs like a to do or like an actionable place for your papers. Like go sort this first. So this is to do. And then this is all, these are all my printables. Printables. Kind of ran out of room on that one. But these aren't your permanent labels, so it doesn't really matter. Stick. There we go. So now all of these, except for this last one, have labels on it. You can see that right here. See? So all of them have their labels on it, making it easy to kind of like clean up and put things away as we keep going. So I'm going to leave these out, and I'm going to put them away. Because you know what? We're cleaning up, so I'm going to put them away as we go. All right. This is, so since I'm using my camera, because it actually worked today, I'm going to leave this on top of my, my planner. This goes with my cameras, so I'm going to put that away. Here we go. All right, moving right along. I had a product that was sent to me that didn't have all of the stuff in it, like it fell apart. So I already took action on this item. Usually, if you have a bill or if you have something that has to be returned online, whatever, usually ends up next to your computer at your desk. So once you take action on that item, move it away from your computer or by your desk. This I already took action on, so I can now recycle it. So that's going to go over here. Boom. There we go. So that is now done. Just kind of like moving along down the desk. And now I have a book I want to read. I have other actionable items here. These are all actionable items. So they're going in my magazine holder to do, because those are things I need to do right away. And then looking at the magazine holders, I might actually want to flip around where things go and like what is my action item magazine holder, just based on the location of where it lays on the tray. I have a book I want to read, so that I think should go upstairs where I actually read the books. So I'm going to put that with the upstairs pile. Oh, and look, more books. So all of these should go upstairs with all my other books. So again, I'm going to put them all with the books that I have to read or want to read or get to read, however you want to word it. And then I have my fun holder. Okay, I'm going to share this with you. Hopefully these don't like all fall. This holder, it is a cord holder and it's weighted, so you don't have to stick it on your desk, which is why I love it. So the cords stick in the little holder things, and it is like the best piece of things to add to your desk because it holds all the cords so nothing like falls back or you don't have to worry about like losing cords or whatever. So I love this thing. I will include it below where you're watching this video. It's also in my Amazon shop if you are interested in this as well. It is one of my favorites. Okay, so I'm going to put all these cords back. There, 1, 2, 3, all 3 cords. Okay, more garbage. Again, usually when you have piles of stuff in your office, you will find that you have garbage like everywhere. So make sure that your garbage can is clean, or you just get an extra garbage bag as you go through your desk. Okay, so there's that. These are things I actually need to hot glue. So I'm adding them to my planner so that I do them today. So they get off my desk today. This is my daughter's. It is her bracelet. Blah, blah, blah. That should go upstairs. Adding it to the pile of upstairs things. Here are more math games. So they're going to go in the math games holder. Look at that. Boop. All right, then this birdhouse, we were going to hang outside, or butterfly, it's a butterfly garden. So we are going to hang, well, first I need to spray it. So I'm going to put this in the garage so I can spray it, and then we can hang it up outside for butterflies. She made this, so I want to make sure we use that as well. And now my desk area is all clean. What? I know that like for me, this is what I want and what I strive for when I say organized, clutter-free space. It might not be the case for you. So first figure out what organized means to you. It's what we've been talking about this entire 30-day challenge. What does organized mean for you? And then you make that happen in your space. So for me, I wanted nothing out on my desktop. I wanted it clear and clean. And by using this rolling cart to hold all my papers and move it where I need it to be when I need it, it's going to help continue to keep my desk area clean. Which actually, you know what? Speaking of that, school stuff can go here. So my son's school papers can go with here. And I'm going to change this label. So it's no longer math games. It's going to be school stuff. So let's change it now before I forget, right? Do it immediately. Don't wait. Don't sit on it. Actually take action. That's how you're going to stay and keep things tidy. Okay. So this is school stuff. And I'm honestly calling it school stuff. There we go. School stuff. Boom. School stuff. And that goes on this one, not that one. That's silhouette stuff. All right, then I'm going to put my stuff back where it belongs, throw out this because this is now garbage, and now I can make labels for all of my magazine holders so that everything stays nice and tidy. Woohoo! Now, when it comes to organizing drawers, one big piece I like to recommend is to, one, use a drawer liner, okay? And the reason why is if you use any sort of drawer organizer, you put the drawer liner in first, then you don't have to worry if you need you don't have to fill up your drawer with drawer organizers. You can put in the few that you need and they won't slide around because of the drawer liner. It is one of my biggest secrets. A lot of people use that museum glue on the bottom of their things. I find that just is messy and gooey and gross, where drawer liner is completely glueless. So you don't have to worry about, things sliding all over in your drawers. So for me, I'm going to kind of walk you through some of my drawers. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. You're going to kind of come and see Let's see if I can make this happen. I don't want to like my computer either. So let's see if we can make this happen. Here we go. All right. So my top drawer, you can kind of see it, holds all of my Post-it notes for my project planning wall, and my Sharpies, my wine pens. I use these things on all of our glass organizers in the kitchen. I love them. I keep them here just so they don't get lost in the kitchen. I know that they're here. And we also live in a split level, so we have 6 stairs to the kitchen. So it's completely fine and doable. In my next drawer, I have all of my notebooks, notepads, and binders, and the bottom is some tech stuff. Now on this side, this is the one, because I am right-handed, this is the drawer I always turn to. So when we think about setting up an office space, think about which direction you kind of like go to like grab things, and then use that drawer as your dominant drawer. So for me, because I'm right-handed, I always go to grab out of this drawer. So this is where all my pens are stored, all scissors, that kind of stuff. And then in my other drawer, we have, a lot of the mailers, my tape, stapler, that kind of thing. And then the bottom drawer is files. So here we go. And then really quick, I will talk about my project planning boards because I get so many questions about this all the time. These project planning boards I created a while ago that broke down into, like clients, projects I had, that kind of thing. And they have now turned into giant calendars that I can use right on. I have, some, what are these things called? See, I know where they are. They're the vis-a-vis wet erase markers, work perfect on these boards. And then I use Post-it notes to kind of like plan out the month. So this is our entire month of October 30-day organizing challenge. It's all right here, so I know and I can stay on track. When I was working with in-home clients, I had a kind of like a flow chart, and I have a blog post where I talk all about how I set that up. If you happen to be a professional organizer, interior designer, anybody working with clients, that project board planner was perfect for those type of things. But now with all of the other content that I'm creating, this has been super helpful as well. These little sticky things here, they are reusable Post-its. They are from a company called MC Squares, and they are reusable Post-it notes. So I love these for, writing notes and taking for things that, I don't need to keep, or they don't need to stay in one specific spot. So these are another great fun thing that if you're looking for, kind of like Post-it notes or things to like reuse, those are great options, but they don't stick on everything. You have to sometimes have a surface. They do stick on the acrylic board. They stick on some doors because my kids like writing messages to us and themselves. So they will write those, and they do stick on our doors, but our doors are painted. So I don't think they'd stick on wood doors just based on that, but you can test it out, see what happens. And they do have plaques or plates that you can stick those on as well. So I do enjoy using different kinds of things to keep myself organized. But as I am cleaning up my office, that is probably the biggest piece of advice, is to start on one side and move throughout your desk to the other. Go through drawers, sit in the space and feel like, which drawer do I go to first? Because if you're finding that you go to like the left-handed drawer for things, but your pens and pencils aren't there, well, maybe like flip-flop those drawers. It's an easy fix that you can do in order to keep yourself organized. Also, magazine holders, they are my favorite thing because, here, I'll take this one. Magazine holders are my favorite thing because they are easy. You just drop the papers in, adding a label, bin clip, something to them makes them work. Amazing for, all paper, so you don't have piles on your desk. I know paper clutter can be like really challenging. In the Organized Mama shop, we have a foolproof plan to dealing with paper clutter where I walk you through all of my steps and for organizing your paper. And the best part is it is completely digital. So you don't have to print off any paper at all. Download it, add it to your books or e-reader, and then you can use it from your phone, from your Kindle, from your iPad, whatever, and then you can get your papers organized without printing off any papers. That's why the foolproof plan to dealing with paper clutter is the best, because it's digital. No paper. And then if all else fails, reorganize the space. But when you're reorganizing, make sure you set that very specific idea of what organized looks like. What are you striving for? Are you striving for oops. Okay. Well, this just died. Oh, that's fun. Okay.